This week we enjoyed a day of rain, clouds, and coolness. And yes, I really did enjoy it. It felt cozy and secure. My boys wanted hot chocolate as a snack to cozy up and enjoy the home. I felt joy in our home, and it was a much-needed day of accomplished tasks amidst a restful joy. Homemaking is a radical act in a society that values boss babes and climbing the corporate ladder. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't always think that way. No, I was a bit more spicy in what I thought success should look like in my younger years. As many of you know, we are a family of 6, soon to be 7, which apparently, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, actually constitutes as a large family. I'm not sure I'm ready to call us a large family, but I'm certainly finding that we're an above-average-sized family. We're a homeschooling, homesteading lifestyle family with 2 working parents. Sometimes people ask me, how do you manage your home? How do you get everything done? And occasionally, how can you still find joy? Simple and easy are not the same thing. And when we get different systems in place, we will find that our systems do make our lives more simple. Now, I've already tackled the subjects of our homeschooling routine and my home management system, so I won't dive into that too much. I'll link the YouTube videos on those subjects in the blog posts below for your convenience, and you can always ask me about them too, and I will link them in your comment. Today, we'll explore how to infuse joy, purpose, and meaning into our home. A home-centered life can be a place where God's love thrives. Because I've already covered some practical elements of finding productivity in our home, we're going to do a more high-level look at joy in the home and how to take our jobs seriously as we strive for a home-centered lifestyle. Throughout the video, you'll see a pretty normal and maybe even boring day in our home, with chores, homeschooling, creating my wild rice soup recipe, which the recipe will be linked in the description, and more. I'm working on a recipe for the sugar-free chocolate that you'll see, the sugar-free hot chocolate that you'll see, so hopefully that will come out soon as well. Welcome to Healing Home. I hope you are encouraged and inspired by your time here. What are your values? Is your emphasis on creating an aesthetically pleasing home? Or is it on building relationships and cultivating a legacy? I'm going to assume that it's the latter. Homemakers, we are here to build a home that is meaningful and courageous. Yes, that is what we fight for. Finding joy in homemaking is about embracing the beauty of caring for our homes. Proverbs 31:27 speaks to the beauty of diligently working at home, saying, "She looks well to the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness." I find that homemaking is more than just a list of chores. It's about pouring love into every corner of our home and obeying God at every turn. This means that it doesn't matter how big your home is. It doesn't matter what type of car you drive. I'm preaching to myself on that one. It doesn't matter if you have a big yard. It doesn't matter if your kitchen floor has cracks in it, or if your bathroom has peeling linoleum, or perfect dishes and linens. These things are not the point. These things can be a point of pleasure, but they are not our ultimate mission. Finding joy in homemaking means that we understand our mission and our purpose, which is the people within our walls. Because it's a part of our days.
What's the other reason?
So we can read, write, do all those kinds of things.
Do all the other people have to?
However, adding a joyful touch of cozy spaces in our homemaking isn't a bad thing. I especially love adding lighting to my home this time of the year. As it gets darker and stays darker longer, I need that glow in our home. I actually have a list of my favorite battery and rechargeable lights that don't require extra wiring if you want to add some easy lighting into your home. Homemaking isn't about creating a perfect space, but crafting an environment that offers peace and rest, which is a gift to everyone who walks through your doors. Again, it's the people, not the things, that will bring us joy. Christmas is just around the corner, and if you're like me, you want the season to be more than just about gifts and holiday rush. We want to slow down, savor the moments, and focus on the real meaning of Christmas. That's why I'm thrilled to share with you something that's become a cherished part of our family's Christmas tradition: Advent blocks. With Advent blocks, each day of December becomes a part of the story that points our hearts back to Jesus. These blocks are thoughtfully designed to guide families through the Advent season from the Old Testament to the New Testament in a way that's simple, engaging, and deeply meaningful. The blocks provide visual reminders that Jesus is coming back to stay. And by Christmas Day, you'll turn the blocks over once more to reveal a special Christmas message. For my family, Advent blocks have really brought the season to life. They give us intentional moments each day to talk about the Christmas story from the Old Testament into the New Testament and how Jesus was revealed in each little story of both testaments. It becomes a time where we sit together, read the story, reflect, even if it's just for a few minutes. And for the kids, seeing the blocks stacked up daily creates a real sense of anticipation, making the story of Christ's birth come to life in a hands-on way. So if you're looking to make Advent a season of true anticipation and connection, check out Advent blocks. They're perfect for helping your family connect with the Christmas story in a way that's simple yet impactful. I'll put the link below. And let's make this Christmas season one that our families will remember for the right reasons. Fighting for the home is about protecting the place where relationships can thrive, traditions are honored, and love is nurtured. That's my why for homemaking, and there is no topic I'd rather talk about than how we can use the home as a tool to create a bounty for our family. Proverbs 24:3-4 offers timeless wisdom. By wisdom, a house is built, and by understanding, it is established. By knowledge, the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. It's not our wisdom, though. It's our Father in heaven. Why do you want to create a home that's centered around God's love? Reflecting on this question can deepen your motivation. Perhaps you want to create a haven where life's joys are celebrated, or you want your home to be a place where your family can gather and grow. Anchoring homemaking in our faith lets us see the value of each task as a way to serve and show God's love. Having a clear why also helps us approach household tasks with joy. Instead of seeing them as mere duties, we can view them as opportunities to glorify God. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. Colossians 3:23. With faith as our guide, homemaking becomes a calling rather than a chore. Make no mistake, this is a job, and I'm going to guess that if you bring 50% of yourself to a job you're being paid for, you won't get very far. In the same way, when we are creating a home, if we only offer 50%, we're not going to get very far in creating this haven for our families. Homemaking is more than just chores. It's about thoughtful planning, love, and creating a place of belonging. Titus 2:5 advises women to be self-controlled, pure, working at home, kind. Homemaking is a valuable endeavor. This role requires discipline, dedication, and time management, qualities that make a home-centered life sustainable. Seeing your work as important and worthy can shift how you feel about it. At the end of the day, we can rest knowing that each small act, whether it's doing laundry or cooking a meal, was done with love. Our efforts may seem small, but in God's hands, even the little things matter. We will find joy in the home when we take these things seriously. Managing a household requires intentionality and a bit of creativity. Don't think of household management as a list of chores, but as a practical way of showing care and love for your family. Proverbs 31:15 depicts a godly woman as one who rises early and provides for her household, reminding us that there's purpose in the practical details of homemaking. Of course, you can always check out my monthly homemaking binder and membership. The membership includes a monthly email with a monthly homemaking planner, Bible reading plan, spiritual growth sections, meal planning sections, self-care sections, and much more. There's a free planner on my website, but the membership is about the cost of a fancy cup of coffee, $5. I'm not an experienced homemaker. I'm sure some would say that I'm still in the infancy of being a homemaker. But even in my naive stage, I have found that systems are my saving grace. Maybe you found the same. Having systems for cleaning, cooking, and even budgeting can save time and reduce stress. Meal planning, for instance, can be a perfect mix of routine and creativity. You can plan nutritious meals while leaving room to try new recipes that your family might love. A home-centered life isn't about rigid routines, but about finding what works for your unique household. For some, this might mean embracing flexibility, especially if you have little ones or a bustling schedule. Finding that unifying thread of routines that suit your family's needs can create peace and order.
Alright, who would like to pray?
Me!
Okay, bow your
Scoot
head,
over.
clasp your hands,
Actually,
your eyes,
I
and
don't
show
want to.
respect.
I don't want to. No. Actually, I don't want to.
Dear God, thank you for the time that shared. Thank you that I can go to work.
Bored.
Go to work in the morning.
A home-centered life thrives on the small moments of joy. These small things, when done with love, create an atmosphere that is comforting and uplifting. Romans 15:13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit you may abound in hope. We can cultivate that joy in our home by appreciating the beauty in the ordinary. One of the easiest ways to do this is by finding contentment in what you already have. Old pieces like an heirloom chair or a vintage tea set can bring warmth to a room and remind us of the past. Look for ways to add beauty to your home, whether it's fresh flowers, the glow of a candle, or a special corner where you can read and relax. These pockets of peace will refresh your day. Another way to embrace life's joy is through rest. Making time for small breaks throughout the day allow us to appreciate God's blessing. Take a moment to step outside, enjoy a cup of tea, or simply sit and breathe. These little moments of rest can recharge us, giving us strength to pour back into our homes and families. Creating a home-centered life is about making your house a place of refuge, peace, and joy. Psalms 127:1 reminds us, "Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain." Letting God be the foundation of your home brings purpose to everything you do. I'm starting to teach my kids something new that I learned, and it's called JOY, joy. Jesus first, others second, you last. When we get this right, our homes run smoothly. When we get it backwards, YOJ, our house is chaos. A home centered on God's love becomes a beacon of light for everyone who steps inside. It's not about achieving perfection, but about inviting God's presence into every corner, knowing that He is the unifying thread holding everything together. This week, my kids asked me to make them hot chocolate on a cold, rainy October day. My first instinct was to say no. I quickly realized as I looked at my blonde-haired, blue-eyed boys that the question was not about drinking hot chocolate, but their way of asking for a moment with their mama. I had gotten joy backwards that day, and I needed to bring back joy into my own life if I expected them to prioritize it. Jesus first, others second, you last. When our homes are centered around faith, they become places of joy, resilience, and comfort. Each day offers a new goal, a fresh chance to serve God in our home. And at the end of the day, when you look around you at your own house, you can be at peace knowing that the life you're building is one that reflects God's love. Living a home-centered life is about more than homemaking. It's about weaving God's love into the fabric of our daily life, turning simple acts into expressions of faith. Homemaking becomes a beautiful journey of love, faith, and purpose that blesses everyone who enters your door.
Like it. That's really good.
Is it good for a cold day?
Can I have more after this? Maybe.
I don't have any hot water or more almond.
So
in that white basket?
The white basket.
I'll show you that. That one with the taffy. Ah, that's super good.